On the heels of a colorful Holi, we welcome you back here on Money Time at Money9. I am Ajay and let's begin today's bulletin. Our first news is on Sebi, which has asked investors to link PAN with Aadhar by the 31st of March. The capital markets regulator Sebi has asked all investors to link their PAN with the Aadhar number by the end of March. Now the deadline for this to link the two databases is on March 31, 2023 on a penalty of 1,000 rupees. Now, what if you miss the deadline? Then this would lead to difficulties in smooth transactions in securities market. And apart from that, filing of income tax return and getting tax benefits would be difficult. And our next news will bring some sweet chin music to your ears. Now, what's the sweet part? The wheat and sugar have become cheaper by 10 to 13% in the past 1 month. Now currently, the average wheat price is near about 30 rupees per kilogram, while the average prices of atta is 35 rupees. Sugar prices was hovering around 41 rupees per kg. Now what does this mean? Have wheat and sugar prices actually come down? Well, despite the fall in prices of these agricultural commodities, they are still costlier as compared to the year-ago period. Now, after remaining elevated for most part of the last 1 year, wheat has become cheaper because of the government which had started selling the rabi crop in the open market. But nevertheless, owing to the early onset of summer, experts have raised concern that wheat prices may again rise going forward due to the resultant crop damage and lower acreage. Now, new rules pertaining to share buyback will kick in from Thursday. So if you are participating in the buyback of shares, then all eyes to the screens. You will get an opportunity to earn higher amount from buybacks, and adding to that, you will not have to wait too long for the buyback process to complete. And apart from this, you will get a lot of opportunities to participate in buybacks. Sebi is allowed net debt-free companies to bring two buyback in a single year. Buyback processes has become more shareholder friendly because of this. Now, most of the buybacks will not be processed on exchanges. Rather, companies are expected to buy buyback shares via the tender route. Now, currently, for share buyback, companies have both the options of stock exchange and the tender offer. But as Sebi has put a lot of restrictions on share buyback on exchanges, companies are likely to opt for the tender route. And now we shift our focus to cryptocurrencies and money laundering. The government has brought cryptocurrencies under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act from the 7th of March 2023. The government has made it mandatory for crypto exchanges to maintain KYC details of its users. Platforms providing crypto services to users in India were already collecting KYC details, but now the government has made it mandatory for all the concerned entities that provide crypto services in India to collect KYC details. Adding to that, crypto exchanges will also be required to maintain transaction records of 5 years. In the budget 2022-23, the government had levied 30% tax on income from cryptos, apart from 1% TDS on relevant transactions. From cryptos, we shift our focus to banks and on banks hiking FD rates. This time it's Kotak Mahindra Bank which will be giving FD rates of as high as 7.2% on FDs of 390 days. On 1-year deposits, account holders will get 7% interest rates. When it comes to tax saver 5-year FDs, account holders will get a 6.2% interest rate. Senior citizens will get an additional rate of 0.5% on all FDs with the bank. On the other hand, Unity Small Finance Bank has also hiked interest rates of fixed deposits, but only on FDs of 2 crore rupees and above. Depositors will get as high as 8% on FDs with the Small Finance Bank. And now if you're looking to invest in Data Patterns, well, here's some important information for you. Data Patterns has set floor price of 1,284 rupees a piece for its forthcoming QIP. The company may also offer a discount of not more than 5% on the floor price. The final issue price will be determined on March 13, 2023. Data Patterns works closely with the defense PSUs such as HAL and Bharat Electronics Limited. The company's shares made its market debut on December 2021. The stock has gained more than 74% since its listing. It has surged over 17% in 2023 so far. On Thursday, the stock closed high of 2% on the BSE at 1,320 rupees per share. And now from stock markets, we move on to the economy. According to a ratings agency report, India's GDP growth rate for FY23 could fall to below 7%. Earlier, as part of its second advance estimate, NSO had pegged GDP of at least 7% for FY23. But due to normalizing of post-COVID pent-up demand, continuous fall in merchandise exports and imports, the agency, India Ratings, sees FY23 GDP growth rate to be lower than that of NSO's estimate. For the last quarter of the current financial year, the agency has penciled in just 4% GDP growth. Now what does this mean? A muted GDP growth can bear signs of recession. It can also signify the contraction of the economy. From the economy, we jump onto the world of telecom. MTNL, which has been debt-ridden, will soon be delisted from stock exchanges to kickstart the process of its merger with BSNL. According to media reports, the merger of the two telcos may still take a few years to complete. The government had approved the merger back in 2019, but due to the financial constraints, the plan went down the drain. Post-merger, apparently, the high debt levels of MTNL is expected to come down. In July last year, the government had also approved a revival package of 1.64 trillion rupees for the two telcos. The government has also appointed audit and consulting firm Deloitte to see over the merger. Now, Deloitte is expected to submit its detailed analysis on the merger in the next 6 to 7 months. And from Telecom, we drive into the world of auto. According to auto news website Rushlane, automobile manufacturer Hyundai Motors has slashed the prices of sports trim of its flagship hatchback i20. Hyundai has cut prices by around 3,500 rupees. The South Korean-based automobile manufacturer has trimmed some of the features of the variant, and hence the price cut has been made. The price of Hyundai i20 sports trim level will now start from 8.05 lakh rupees. Earlier, Hyundai had hiked prices of Venue and Creta at the beginning of this year. And speaking of hike in automobile prices, luxury car maker Mercedes-Benz will also be increasing the prices of its models by up to 12 lakh rupees. Mercedes-Benz India MD and CEO Santosh Iyer attributed this decision to input cost pressures and depreciating rupee. From the 1st of April, price of Mercedes A-Class limousine will go up by 2 lakh rupees, GLA SUV by 7 lakh rupees and top-end Maybach S580 by 12 lakh rupees. The German-based automaker had earlier hiked model prices in January this year. We now come to the end of this bulletin, and our last news is on Flipkart's big saving day sales, which kickstarts from March 11 and will go on till March 15. Flipkart has announced a plethora of offers, especially on smartphones. According to 91 Mobile's, iPhone 14 will be available at 65,000 rupees, while Google Pixel 7 will be available below 50,000 rupees. Google Pixel 6a, on the other hand, will be available at 27,999 rupees. Nothing Phone 1 will be available at less than 26,000 rupees. And with that, we wrap up today's Money Time at Money9. Download the Money9 app and stay tuned to Money9 English's YouTube channel. See you again tomorrow at the same time. This is me, Ajay, signing off. Take care and good night.